first thing we thought of was, well, to speed up the process would be for the Navajo Nation to take control of the authority of leasing rather than getting everything done and give it to the Bureau where they do a thorough review and on their timeline, and then it goes to a title plant in Albuquerque, New Mexico, then it comes back and it goes to the leasing. And so it was anywhere 2, 3, 5, 6 years. And so we said, that's an antiquated system. How do we streamline this process? And what are the impediments in it? And so we says, okay, there's two parts of it, is the leasing authority aspects and then the title records aspects of it. So simultaneously we says, okay, we need to work on developing our own title records plant for the Navajo Nation that we control, that we record. And then also at the same time, fix the leasing authority aspects. And that's when we developed the general leasing regulations of 2000, and then with 2011, and it took that long to get approval. President Shelly's administration realized that, the problems that we were dealing with and where we were at, and he was very instrumental in saying, okay, we need to get this done. Department of Justice to come in, review the general leasing regulations, and get them through council, get them through all the committees, and then President Shelly signed them on October 22nd, 2013. By November of 2013, he took those documents to the Secretary of Interior in Washington, D.C. and said, we would like the authority. Here is our general leasing regulations for review. Lo and behold, on May 16th of 2014, we got the letter stating that your general leasing regulations are now approved. So what the Navajo Nation has been given is the authority to approve all surface leasing for residential purposes, for educational purposes, for religious purposes, for recreational purposes, for wind energy, for solar energy, and for agricultural leases. So now it's up to us to develop the process policy and get that transition turned over, and to be able to now do the leasing. The nation's 17 million acres. We're bigger than West Virginia, and a lot of the lands are unaccounted for. Historical records are not kept in one place, and the services that we provide the people is here in Windrock. And so with the lack of manpower and the need that we had, we said the only way we can provide the need would be automation, would be to go to net technology. And so we started the shift. We said, okay, we need a system that does this, we need a system that does this, we need a system that does that. And since we're not connected in a network type system, then it's going to have to be web-based. But there was one company that stood out above the rest, and they said, we can do that, just tell us what you need and we'll do it. And mind you, we had no money. We've been developing this title records plant with no money except within our existing budgets. It's the Navajo Land Title Data System now. In the outside world, they're starting to call it the Navajo system. What's going to happen now is we'll be able to implement the title records plant. We'll be able to now implement the leasing authority that we have. And what that means is communities and housing will be able to happen quicker and faster. And we'll be able to have another segment of all the young tribal members that are wanting to come home and saying, I want to buy a home, I want to mortgage a home. And we will have that aspects as well. With Ben Shelly's administration and his leadership, understanding, he sees the same vision we see. And that's what's important, is if they can see the vision, the vision is not with their eyes, but with their heart. They understand where we're headed, and we've got that support. And with that, you can't lose.